Hello, beautiful Ascension family. Welcome back to our channel. Tonight we will be doing this energy, the solar Aries. This solar eclipse energy is so much that I was at work. For those of you that know that I still have a regular day-to-day full-time job, and I was at work, and I was just like, oh my God, when I get home, I have got to, record Aries. Um, because I work a full time schedule, I tend to come home in the evening and record these in the evening and then post them for you guys on YouTube. So, yeah, it has been a overwhelming, I guess you could say, start to the week. Anxious. Anxious is the word I get for you, Aries. I am super, super anxious. And so I so wanted to, I couldn't wait to get off. And thankfully it was a not too bad of a crazy day. And so, yeah, I wanted to get this one out for you guys. So thank you so much for everybody who is supporting, who is liking, who is subscribing. Please hit that little notification bell so that as we post new videos, you guys are notified. And with that, we'll just go ahead and get started. So Spirit, please give me, in this immense solar eclipse, very dominating energy, can you please give me all of the energy surrounding my Aries, please? Sun, moon, and rising Aries. Aries. Oh my gosh. Y'all, when I just tell you, it's like even just sitting here talking to Spirit in this space of trying to do this video, as you see, like, yes, that is what I'm feeling. All of that. Every single piece of it. So I'm gonna turn them over. That major arcana that just popped out, y'all, is a major, but we're gonna, Spirit, where do they go? All right, so above. Anxious. This energy is so anxious. I'm almost shaking a little bit. Like, it's crazy. Okay. Here and here. And I also feel like this energy is very intentional and intense. Block. Very intentional and intense. Nope. Spirit said that's where it's supposed to be. And then I took this up and I ended up putting it right back there because that's where it's supposed to be. And there, that's where that's supposed to be. I'm going to hold that card. Y'all forgive me if my little space here, it's black, and so it picks up every little bit of lamp. So y'all just look past it if you can. My Aries family. Whew. Okay. And my heater was a little loud, but I am semi-cold today. So just bear with me in that too. All right. All this anxiousness coming around. Let's talk about what's in your head. There is a decision upon you, Aries. Even if it's not known that you're getting ready to have to make a very conscious decision, I do feel that energy. Maybe that's why I'm feeling you so anxious, because you're trying to decide on something. But I definitely see that time has come. Spirit, I just heard Spirit say time has come. And so for whatever that decision is, it's like you've delayed it long enough. Maybe it's been in the works for a while, but now it's time. You definitely have to make the decision. Haven't even gotten into it very much yet to even know what that decision is. But the one thing I can see at your heart space is pain. For some of you, this is healing and going towards it. For others of you, this is exactly what it looks like. It is miserable. It's kind of some misery. And I'm not going to say misery in the point where I don't see you coming back from it, but I definitely feel at your heart space is pain. And for some of you, Spirit says moons, risings, you're going more towards that healing point. For some of you that are in the sun space, it may be the beginning of it. So very trying to start over. Spirit is trying to take you from the pain to a point of starting over. That death and rebirth on the receiving side is a strong card. It is a strong player. You know, you're letting something from your past go away. You're letting something from your past die so that you can be in a much clearer, better space. So although you are in the face of what is something that you're letting go of, and again, I have seen it over and over again with these readings that there is so much release energy. You must let go. You have to release. You can't hold on to this anymore type energy in this eclipse. And when I say, I mean, it is in you guys. It is in you, Aries. Like, this solar eclipse is the placement, the retrograde, the all of it is on you. So this energy, if you're feeling like you have got to drop some things and it's time to move forward and start over and move on, that is definitely the energy that this is giving. Okay, it's giving all kind of, I need to let it go. It's not serving me anymore so that I can be in a better space. So you can be in the space of that rebirth. That rebirth is what you're on the edge of receiving. Over here, what are you giving out is that Knight of Cups. So where some of you Aries are not the emotional one, you're not the emotional type. Emotions are not something that you really have or deal with. It is coming, like in this space right here, it is coming full circle. You are going to have to face your emotions. What do you want to do? Where do you want to be? I feel like for some of you, this is about your emotions even getting the best of you in a space where you typically wouldn't be affected. So making decisions, moving on from hurt, being hurt. I can't even tell the indication of what it is that hurt you, but for a lot of you, this is relationship. And it is playing itself like out loud. The Spirit says this is relationship, bar none. So I get, this is a collective reading. So for all of you Aries, it is not going to necessarily hit here, but for the collective, I'm getting an overwhelming, this may be relationship for you. For some of you, there it could even play a part of professional, but I even see some marriages here. I see people splitting, heavy, like divorce energy, unfortunately. Don't want anybody to have to go through that, but that is definitely what I'm picking up here. A lot of very strong relationship vibe here. You got to walk, if it's not healthy for you got to look past the pain and walk away from it. If it's not healthy and you're dwelling in this and you're just in this space, Spirit says, why are you there? You've got to be able to let it go completely, face your emotions with it and move on. That's the only way you're going to be in a better space here. Temperance, mad about it. Mad about it. Spirit said I can turn this card over now. Oh, Emperor in reverse. I feel strongly for a lot of you, and I'm talking to Spirit at the same time as I'm speaking this out to you. So y'all forgive me if I have little pauses here and there. But some of you were wronged. Some of you may have been cheated on, may have had your feelings hurt, and so you are having a hard time letting go of that, and that may be the reason why it's showing up so hard in this moment and in this month and in this season. And even for some of you, this isn't like new or fresh. This is something that happened a while ago and you are still holding to it. Even though you don't want to admit you're holding on to it, you are still holding on to it. It's still affecting you. It still has the power over you. Some days you're good with it, but other days you're not good with it at all. So there's a very distinguished energy around you and this need to release. Emperor energy. I also feel like a lot of you are not elevating entrepreneurially as you may like to. I get for some of you, you're not connecting maybe even with your space even with yourself in the parental space. This is a lot of energy. Relationships, this is focused on relationships with different people, not just romantic relationships. Some of you, this is relationships with your children and it being broken and trying to heal that. Also in the reflection of yourself, Spirit is saying you're holding them accountable, but there may be some part that you played in this at the root that you're not seeing. There may have been some things that happened in the past that led up to this happening, right? And I feel like Spirit really wants you to look into what part did you play. Now, am I saying in any space that if somebody cheated or somebody did wrong or somebody, didn't do right by you, that part of it is your fault? No. But there are two sides to every story, and there are two participants in a lot of relationships and stories too. And even though nothing gives anybody the right to be unfaithful to you, and nothing gives anybody the right to treat you bad or be disrespectful in any type of way. And I do feel sometimes that um, cheating can be disrespectful, but at the same point in time, Spirit says, but what happened here? What events led up to what happened in your past? What events led up to? Was there something that you weren't acknowledging? Was there something, Aries, that you were dismissive about? Was there something that in the scheme of things, when all of this was occurring, that you missed and didn't take accountability for? And now it's bringing you to this space of having to make the decision, of having to, of the other partner having to move forward. For some of you, you may have been the wrongdoer. For others of you, you were done wrong. So this may play both ways in the placement of Aries and however that works. But I definitely feel on everything that I am, this is relationship for most of you. On the staff of where you're going, that just shows me where you are, where you're going. Let's talk about it. This Knight of Pentacles energy, right, is moving forward towards better. It's towards better prosperity. It's towards better times, better days, just literally looking forward, being in a space where you can be more secure and you can be in a better space. I truly feel that in some of this, even though it's ending and it is a rebirth and it is a starting over and it is a big space, it's a better space. It's a space where you have more focus and more handle on your finances. It's a space where you are able to move on and not look back because you don't have to worry about, for some of you, this may be debt. For others of you, it is getting out of the debt and moving to a better space because you're not locked into this relationship that kept you. Maybe you have assets together, maybe you have things together, houses, businesses, whatever. And this is you being able to move forward and kind of break free of some of the financial burden that maybe has been held on you. For a lot of you, this is walking away, releasing, letting go may be one of the best secure moves that you've done for your future and for your finances. Starting over in a lot of ways, starting over loving you, starting over in the reflection and seeing what parts did I play in this, both taking accountability, but at the same time holding who's responsible for what happened or didn't happen responsible. um you know Rebirth, starting over can be scary, and I do get that. However, this King of Wands energy really tells me that this place of independence and this starting over is where you're supposed to be. It's not without sacrifice, but it's also all the things that you are sacrificing are all the things that are not helping you. So I really feel like more of an elevation in this King of Wands energy here than anything else, because it's like, of course, you're fire. You are the wand, right? You're Aries. You're the wand. Almost always I associate wands with Aries. And so because you can reestablish easily, because you can move on and be independent and stand tall in it and it be better for you in that, this may be one of the best moves and best decisions that you make of 2024. Aries, it really might be. I'm going to ask Spirit, for those of you that it doesn't play in the relationship sector, what may be for you. I'm going to pull cards absolutely separate for you guys where this doesn't kind of appeal or relate to you or resonate for you. But this is a lot of the collective energy that I'm getting is about your relationship, about your marriage, about who cheated, why they did you like that, you being in your feelings about it, or them being in their feelings about needing to say, I'm sorry. Some of you with this coming back around, retrograde, eclipse energy, some of you might be on this receiving end of this apology. I do feel like there is an offering of an apology coming for someone. This is also someone coming back and maybe where they did you wrong, also, not even a maybe, where they did you wrong, offering to be different and do different and make things better. So even where some of this may be, on the marriage phase, and you may have been headed toward divorce, this may be an actual, partner acknowledging, hey, I wasn't right. I did you wrong. Let me make up for it. Let's do better. Let's do right. So there's a lot of energy in all of that. Okay. Whew. This Those two cards right there, I don't know if they're both supposed to be. I like it when it spins like I need it to. Okay. Nope, supposed to be in reverse. We're going to do the same with this Ace of Cups because I don't know if it was supposed to or not. No, it actually is supposed to be a break. Okay. So I love the little cards that have the little smooth surface where I can do that. You have got to put your own happiness first. Okay. You have got to put your own happiness first. This is about you being happy at the heart space for you. That independent King of Wands is rebuilding better, establishing, and being happy. Now, you may feel like you're not looking at things clearly right now. Everything for you, Aries, because you are feeling every bit of the anxious planetarial shifts that are happening. People's placements in so many different areas are being affected right now. Not even going to go into that. But I can tell you, I'm very excited about all the astrology things that I am learning right now. I'm reading books. I'm learning the placements. I'm learning the houses. I'm learning all of those things so that I can incorporate it and be an even stronger reader for you guys. Not that the years of tarot that I have doesn't come into play here, y'all, but I want to give more to you. I want to be so informed on all of the ways. I am pretty keen in numerology. I am pretty keen. I won't even say pretty. I consider myself pretty keen in tarot. And the astrology piece is just going to add so much. But I feel you. I feel this shift. I feel your move from death to life, from the old ending, the new beginnings, the Ace of Cups energy, where you are finding your space and what makes you happy and your individuality, and you are coming out of this and you are coming out strong. In that space, though, you may feel like you don't have clarity, like your third eye is not focused, like you can't get grounded to save your soul, because that is the anxiousness that I feel. Like I need the utmost of grounding. I probably came in my reading room here, and I must have hit my singing bowl like 4 times the other day because I just kept feeling Aries energy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to do the Aries. I got to do the Aries. However, didn't get a chance to get to it until right now. But I feel like it's meant for some of you to hear it when you hear it, because this is everything that you're in right now. Allow yourself to be in a space where it doesn't have to be clear. Allow those of us that are getting the extra clarity in this powerful solar eclipse energy to just pass it along for you. You're gonna be confused. That is spirit telling me that to tell you it's okay that you don't feel as clear. For some of you, it's going to be absolutely opposite. For some of you, the clarity is just going to be like, oh my God, like right now, I know exactly what I want and I want to know what to do. And which for sometimes for you Aries, you can be more on the spontaneous, let's just do this. And other times it's like, no, I want to plan it out and be absolutely methodical about it. But right now, you can't decide which way to go, what's up, what's down, where you need to be. It all is just anxiety. It's all just anxious. It's okay for you to be there. It's going to shift. You will start to feel it. It's probably going to be a week or two away before you start to feel a little bit at ease with any of the things that are going on now. For most people, I would be like, with this kind of angst, don't you dare make any type of decisions, right? Aries, follow your heart. That is what it is time for you to do. Don't listen to your head. Don't listen to what's in your mind. I even feel like this High Priestess card is there is a knowing within you that you are not listening to about whatever situation you are in, and you absolutely know it, but you've just not been listening. That is okay. The anxiousness, the energy, the all of that is surrounding it, it's absolutely positively okay. But what you have to do is allow yourself to breathe, let this energy pass, work through it how you're going to, start over and do it with a confidence that you know that it all may seem like it's up in the air right now, but it is going to be better. It is going to be okay. Y'all, that's a lot. That's a lot of energy there. Okay, Spirit, for my Aries that doesn't resonate with the relationship, is there anything that I need to tell them? Anything that they need to know? I'm going to go to my amazing Robin Wood traditional tarot deck over here for that. As I split the deck, I have got things moving very quickly and the Sun card. So that is, I've got happiness, even maybe children for some people, and things. I do feel like there's some very kind of blessed little baby energy. So for some of you, this may be the sun, may be the sign of a baby coming. I don't know why, but I feel like in the solar eclipse energy, there's going to be a lot of pregnancies. I don't know why I feel that, but that's just the energy I get. I also get things changing very, very quickly. For some of you, it's all of you Aries. I do feel like no matter what it is and what the situation is, it's moving you to a better, happier, more comfortable space than what you've been in for a very long time. Spirit, what do I need to know for those Aries that don't resonate with the relationship? Okay. I've got the Emperor card. This is also the Emperor card in reverse, and I just got it again. So that is for those of you Aries that are more in this space of struggling with what you need to do on a professional level. As I said earlier, entrepreneurship not really taking off or going where it needs to. That's exactly what that is. That is the boss. That is the emperor. That is the father figure. That is, what do emperors do? They rule the entire kingdom, right? They're the emperor. They decide the territories, the taxes, the who goes what, which soldiers go out to fight, like all of the things that the emperor does. He upholds the entire kingdom. And so this is about a strong financial stable opportunity that has either came your way or it is coming. That four emperor energy right there definitely speaks to me, because what is four? It is April. That is now. So a lot of you are going to be in the place to either make a decision, indecision, make a decision, indecision. Spirits putting you again, every decisions. Everything for you Aries right now is about making sound decisions that are going to be for you. For those of you that aren't experiencing all this relationship energy over here, the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Two of Swords. There is quite a few of you where I'm picking up the energy professionally, you're stuck. For some of you, this is, I can't elevate above a certain ceiling. They've told me I can't promote any higher. They've told me I've reached my financial max. They've told me that I'm stuck. Or for others, it's just literally, you deserve to be the boss. You deserve to be promoted and you're not getting it. And now you're in this space where I don't know whether to stay or whether to go. Bottom of the deck, that sun that we had just seen. Spirit, anything else about this over here? Do they stay or do they go? What is necessary here? How do they evaluate? I do feel like just there is stronger opportunities. Man, that death and rebirth card again. Two different decks, y'all. I can't make this up. The struggle that you've had financially is not worth sitting still anymore, is what I just heard. The struggle that you have had in your financial life, in your financial sector, is not worth sitting still anymore. You are going to have to make a decision. It's not going to happen on its own. And I think that's what you've been waiting for, Aries. You've been waiting for it to just happen on its own. Something's going to happen. Structure's going to change. And then it'll make the decision for me. No, you've been struggling and you've been hustling and you've been trying and you've been on this fence. But now Spirit's like, it's going to be a part of your life or death, your death or rebirth, for you to make this decision. I tell people all the time, and it's one of my little sayings, and I swear I'm going to copyright it at some point, but choosing not to choose is still a choice, right? To sit there and say that I'm not going to do anything about it, That's, you're still choosing to not do anything about it. Choosing not to choose is still a choice. So at this point, Spirit's like, we're not going to give you the choice to just sit there and not make a decision anymore. We're going to force your hand. We're going to make you figure out what you need to do. You are either going to do better for you, or you're going to be worse. It's going to be worse, right? It's either going to be the death of you, or it's going to be the life of you. What do you choose? You can't just sit here blindfolded anymore and act like it doesn't exist, because it does. What is for you, right? I feel like I'm Instagram talking to people. You know, your For You page. For you, like for you. Yeah, all of this, whether it's your professional life, whether it's your romantic life, whether you are getting over the tragic, unfaithful relationship and now they want to come back around and offer you an apology, whether it is, you know, it's a divorce and it's ending and now I have to start over. It's whether it's going towards more prosperity or it's rebuilding. Everything about this is what is best, Aries, for you. Okay. Whoo, I am trying to expel all of y'all's anxious energy here. And I hope that it reached or touched or resonated with at least one, because that's the goal, is to reach at least one person. If I reach 2 or more, I am absolutely grateful. If I reach 3 or more, it is more than a blessing. Again, to those of you who watched to the end, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. Please comment. I want to know your feedback. If there's things you want me to change, I want to know it. If there's things you want to see, you may want me to add in, I want to know that too. I just want to know, in hopes that it reaches where it's supposed to go. So I am going to do, because you guys, I feel like I really need to do, because everything for you guys right now has been about energy. So I'm going to do an energy oracle and then we'll let you go. Okay. Thought I was leaving, right? Ha ha ha. I tricked y'all. I thought I was leaving too. The spirit said, pick up an energy card. And that's what I did. So this energy oracle here, healer of the ages, number 51. And again, sometimes I read, sometimes I don't read. Today, we're reading. We're reading. I know it seems probably so like unoriginal that I do this, but y'all, I didn't write these books, and I spirit gives me the answers to a lot of the cards, but you know, I'm not going to assume, you know, what the author meant by that card. I'm going to read it. Okay. Healer of the ages, health and vitality. Upright. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of the divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. You may have left this strong presence recently, or you may have felt, this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensation now. You can call upon this miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. Wow. Some of you, I got 2 things when I looked at that, because when it first came out, it came out a little bit reversed. Some of you are resisting the healing. Now, I don't know, Aries, if you're resisting the healing because you're trying to hold on to the hurt, or if you're holding on to the hurt because it means that if you actually let go, that it's done. I get a lot of that. But the one thing I am getting is, I don't care whether it's your employment. I don't care whether it's a marriage. I don't care whether it's a relationship that went bad and they didn't treat you right. This is death and rebirth. Major came out twice for you guys, right? This is your moment of, is this going to bring you down? Are you going to continue to let it have power over you? Or is this going to be the point where you say, it's time for me to heal? It's time for me to move past it. It's time with this dark moon to let this dark energy be here for however long it's going to be here, and then let the light shine when it's gone, just like the eclipse. Okay. We're going to leave it there. And I appreciate you being with me this month. I can't wait to see you again, Aries, in May. Man, it's going by fast, right? April, May. But yeah, I'll see you again in May. And you never know who's going to be my bonus reading for mid-month. So stay tuned. All right. Love and light. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.